Welcome back to our series on the local folktales and legends of the Northeast U.S., where we uncover the strange stories and hidden histories of the region's most intriguing figures and places. Today, we're diving into the controversial and fascinating life of Wilhelm Reich, an Austrian-born scientist, psychoanalyst, and visionary who made Rangeley, Maine, his home in the 1940s. At his 175-acre estate, Orgonon, Reich pursued his radical theories about orgone energy, a cosmic life force he believed could heal illnesses, control weather, and revolutionize society. His experiments with orgone accumulators and cloudbusters drew both fascination and condemnation, landing him in prison, where he died in 1957. Picture wandering the serene trails of Orgonon, feeling the weight of a man's dream to harness the universe's energy. Let's explore Reich's life, his eccentric ideas, the myths surrounding him, and the legacy of Orgonon today. Wilhelm Reich was born on March 24, 1897, in Dobrozinica, then part of Austria-Hungary, now Ukraine. Raised on a farm, he showed early brilliance, studying medicine at the University of Vienna and training under Sigmund Freud as a psychoanalyst. By his 20s, Reich was a star in Freud's inner circle, contributing to psychoanalysis with works like The Function of the Orgasm, 1927, and Character Analysis, 1933, which argued that sexual repression caused neuroses and that character structure was a protective armor against emotional pain. After breaking with Freud over his radical views, Reich fled Nazi Germany in 1933, moving through Scandinavia before settling in the U.S. in 1939. In 1940, during a camping trip to Rangeley, Maine, he discovered the pristine lakes region, ideal for his experiments due to its low humidity and clear skies. In 1942, he bought a 175-acre farm for $4,000, naming it Orgonon, envisioning it as the heart of his research into orgone energy, a universal life force he claimed was tied to libido and visible as a flickering in the sky. Reich's obsession with orgone defined his Maine years. He believed this energy, which he named after orgasm and organism, permeated all life and could be harnessed for health, psychiatry, and even weather control. At Orgonon, he built orgone accumulators, boxes made of alternating layers of metal and organic materials, like cotton or fiberglass, where patients sat to absorb orgone for supposed therapeutic benefits, including treating cancer and mental disorders. He also invented cloudbusters, 15-foot aluminum pipes connected to water, which he claimed could manipulate atmospheric orgone to cause rain. In 1953, during a drought, two Maine farmers paid Reich to use his cloudbuster, and rain reportedly fell that evening, saving their blueberry crop, according to the Bangor Daily News. These claims, however, drew scrutiny. The FDA branded his accumulators fraudulent, issuing an injunction in 1954 to stop their distribution, citing false medical claims. Reich, defiant, called the FDA hoodlums in government and refused to comply, leading to his arrest for contempt. In 1957, he died of heart failure in a Pennsylvania prison, his books burned by court order. Reich's eccentricities were as captivating as his theories. He was a charismatic yet polarizing figure, believing he had powerful friends like President Eisenhower protecting him, a delusion that fueled his paranoia. He once chased off trespassers at Orgonon with a gun, detesting unannounced visitors. His cloudbusters, resembling sci-fi cannons, were aimed at the sky to fight deadly orgone radiation, DOR, which he blamed for desertification and even UFO activity. Reich's home at Orgonon, a fieldstone observatory built in 1948, was filled with vivid oil paintings he created, alongside lab equipment and a library of his works. He kept a low profile in Rangeley, but his ideas attracted bohemian admirers like William S. Burroughs, Norman Mailer, and J.D. Salinger, who used accumulators and later inspired pop culture references, like Woody Allen's Orgasmatron and Sleeper. His belief that orgone could combat fascism and liberate society made him a prophet of the sexual revolution, though his claims about curing cancer and controlling weather were dismissed as pseudoscience by mainstream scientists. The myths surrounding Reich are as compelling as his reality. Some followers believed he discovered a universal energy, with orgone accumulators offering a tingling, healing sensation. Others saw him as a mad scientist, his cloudbusters tied to UFO conspiracies or weather manipulation. The FDA's aggressive response, burning his books and destroying his devices, sparked theories of a government cover-up, with Reichians claiming his work threatened established medicine. Skeptics, like those in the Skeptics' Dictionary, argue Orgonon was a useless fiction, and his experiments lacked reproducible evidence. Yet his influence on body psychotherapy, Gestalt therapy, and the 1960s counterculture is undeniable, inspiring figures like Fritz Perls and Alexander Lowen. The legend of Reich as a persecuted genius persists, fueled by stories of his cloudbusters, saving crops, and his tragic end in prison, making Orgonon a pilgrimage site for those intrigued by his vision. Today, Orgonon is the Wilhelm Reich Museum, a National Register of Historic Places site at 19 Dodge Pond Road, Rangeley. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. from July to Labor Day. Then Saturdays in September, it offers tours for $10 adults, free for kids under 12. Visitors can explore Reich's Orgone Energy Observatory, see his lab equipment, cloudbusters, and vibrant paintings, and watch a biographical video, Man's Right to Know. The 175-acre estate includes 3.3 miles of trails, open daily from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., featuring Reich's tomb, quote markers, and views of Moosilauke-McGuntock Lake. The museum, run by the Wilhelm Reich Infant Trust, hosts summer conferences and natural science programs, and offers a rental cottage, Tamarack, for visitors. Despite its remote location, Orgonon draws thousands yearly, curious about Reich's controversial legacy. Note that the trails can be overgrown, and dogs are allowed with prior notice. The museum's bookstore sells Reich's works, including those once burned, keeping his ideas alive. As we close, imagine standing on Orgonon's Hill, gazing at Rangeley Lake, wondering if Reich's Orgone energy still hums in the air. Wilhelm Reich's story is a wild chapter of Northeast lore, a blend of science, rebellion, and mystery. Was he a visionary ahead of his time, or a dreamer chasing an impossible force? His life, marked by brilliance and persecution, continues to spark debate. Check out our other videos on the Northeast's strangest legends, and let us know in the comments, do you think Orgone energy is real? Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more tales of the unknown. Stay curious, and maybe feel the energy in those Maine woods. Thanks for watching.